Alright guys, so we're processing, cleaning out the pond right now. It's cleaning day. So I just went through a bunch of leaves and made sure there was no tadpoles. You can see, got quite a few here. There's some big ones, some small ones, different sizes. So we're gonna let these guys in the water and they'll swim off without any harm done. Right, some more on this swim off. But you see they just swim off happy and safe. We're gonna go around continue just like scooping up any leaves and then processing them that way. So, dude, that's a big one. That's a big one. Are these bullfrogs? I can't tell. They look like bullfrogs, but they're kind of brown. Guys, these things are really big. They're like close to a bullfrog size tadpole. I don't know. God, that's gotta be. Those are big. I genuinely don't know. I guess we have to wait till they morph into a frog to see where they what they actually are. I know I had some tree frogs that laid some eggs, but I just don't see my tree frogs. And the tree frogs only take like 2 weeks to fully form. That is. I mean, those are good, like almost a full finger size, like a third of a finger. So I'll let them go. They will happily back into their home. And I'm going to come around here and do some scooping and some stuff. This part might take a while, so. Oh gosh. I'm going to switch to time lapse.
Alright guys, so we did that. The pond is looking better. You can see right here, I got a little bit up, but there's less leaves and stuff. It's okay to have some, just not overwhelming it, you know. So now we're going to get that off my foot.
We're gonna go ahead and get the algaecide to hopefully help the pond maintain the algae better. I don't know if it's in here though. It's the gas can. Let's see if it's in here. It might be down here. Alright. No, I know we had it somewhere, but we got the weirdo. Oh my gosh, my foot. Oh, right here. This is it, I think, right? Yeah. Alright, so we got the algaecide and we'll get that started.
Alright everyone, so we got our stuff here, our bucket, our scoop, our jug of algaecide, AlgaFix, or whatever you want to call it. And sorry about my nose, it's running right now because I took medicine. But there's readings on the back, which I'll show you in a minute here, that tell you how much to put in depending on what size gallons, how many gallons you have in your pond. And you got to make sure you follow the exact instructions because you can kill the tadpoles if you put too much. Alrighty, so here is the AlgaFix. This is the bigger bottle, which is nicer so it lasts longer. It's been sitting in my grandpa's garage, so it's kind of dusty, but I'll brush it off for a minute here. So there's instructions on the side here that you'll see. It gives you all the warnings and stuff. It says what it does. It effectively does the killing of the algae and reducing. And it says to ensure accurate dosing, determine the volume before use. So that's the space in which the water fills. You would do the math on that. It said do not overdose. Add a teaspoon for 5 milliliters for each 50 US gallons, 90 liters, 1/4 cup, 60 milliliters for each 600 gallons. And we did determine, we used an app to measure the width and length, and then we did my dad and I did the stuff on it. And he did more of it because I don't want to get something wrong by mistake and kill the things in the pond. So we did determine that this is a 600 gallon, and we know that from when it got installed. So we're gonna go ahead and put some, water in this bucket, and we'll get the stuff poured into this. So first things first, I'm gonna fill this up off camera. Oh no! Scoop's still in the water, that's okay, it's fine. There. So, put a little bit of water in the bucket here. I did maybe like a third of it. That's okay, it doesn't really matter. You just need some water to mix it in. Now you're gonna unscrew this and you're gonna fill it level. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, here, I'll pour it on the side here. All right, so that should be pretty good. We'll dump that in there. Remember not to ingest this because it's chemicals, and you will have to call emergency services or poison control if something does happen. It warns you that on the bottle too. So now we're gonna go ahead and stir this up, and then basically what you want to do is you're gonna put it, if you have a fountain or waterfall, whatever, you would maybe put it near your waterfall pump that would pump it up into the waterfall and then mix it into the pond. But since our waterfall gave out a couple years ago, well, not a couple years ago, but it's something went wrong with it, they said, and they've never been able to fix it. We took the pump out and everything, so we're gonna just dump it near our fountain and it'll stir itself in. So I'm gonna put you guys over here and let you watch me do it the professional way. So you're gonna come down here. Usually I like to get into like a low position, and then I'm just gonna kind of like toss it like this around the fountain so that splashes and really does mix in. And now that's gonna mix in and just control the algae. It takes about 3 days or so for it to actually, it takes like 3 days of doing this to see a difference, but since ours isn't bad, it should control it pretty quickly. Well, that's gonna conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. It's a lot of fun doing these videos and just showing you guys little tips and tricks that I've learned over managing a pond for a couple of years. You can already see it getting foggy from the stuff working, so it's definitely doing its thing. We'll continue to update you on the pond as it gets better and before I leave for Guatemala. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one with Welcome to the Forest.